Late fall, early winter is upon the ghoulies and the rest of the students of 𝘊𝘊 Academy. Um, Classes have been lulling down due to exams that are coming up, and noise and murmurs are spreading around on what is happening in at the end of the year. Well, at least the end of this term, because the Yule Ball is in session. There are a lot of older students walking around already, either going with their partners or trying to choose someone to go with, or those who've decided to just go as friends and decide to, just crash the party, even though they were invited. And all of you have heard the students just deciding on what to wear, who would be playing, what the type of music or food would be like, or what people are going to, bring. Most of all, what people are talking about, at least some of the worried students, is that there's a parents' weekend coming up. And how they might not be happy about. Let's see who in your class. Elizabeth has been saying a couple times during classes on how she's really scared that she's going to not do well on her midterms, and her mom's going to ask questions when she visits, and ask all the teachers. The other students who are not as worried, Rania has not said one word, but you can see her studying extra hard a couple nights a week. She's been staying up, and reviewing homework, putting together papers and note cards to prepare, just in case. As all of you come down for lunch, the teachers that are in there right now who aren't teaching, who are just, have their lazy mornings, you see a couple teachers in there strolling in for some food. And at one table, you see Professor Blackwell sitting with Professor Irongrip. Professor Blackwell is kind of almost falling asleep in his chair, and the wheels on his chair kind of roll back and forth as he softly snores to himself. You can just hear like soft breaths like as you're walking by, but then you hear the little slight like a little snore as he like breathes in. And Professor Irongrip next to him with pale white makeup and dark eyeliner, he just like starts talking about his artificery work and loudly boasting how he fixed the wheels the other day. Just, you'd think that there would be other cogs and things that we can put in these wheels, but nothing. They gave me nothing. And I was telling all the other repairmen, like, we can do alchemy, but we can't put wheels on a chair. That's really simple, And I told them, you just have to turn the wrench a couple more times and then say the spell correctly with the correct pronunciation. Of course they didn't listen, but now you can see Zedekias is moving quite swiftly now. He's talking to a couple of students who truly love artificery, because you can see their faces are just like, oh my god, that's incredible. And then a couple other students next to him who are a lot older, just like, please don't look at me. And the only empty table is one where Professor Onyx, who teaches rune lore, is sitting at. You see, he's a heavier man, and you can see like how the table's kind of pushing onto his stomach, and his white beard is like, has like ripples of brown, and he wears these very round glasses, and he's eating like a soup, and a little bits of the soup kind of like almost fall, and he just like pats his beard, and it like smears into his beard, and he just like looks to the crowd, hopefully like the table's empty, so he's kind of people watching. And as you all are in this room, you can see his eyes are a little bit dilated and just staring off into the distance as he people watches.
Looks like everyone's having a good time this morning.
My dog is yelling. I can't respond right now.
The shoveling food in her face. Not very lady-like.
Amelia would be also shoveling food in, probably just a little less aggressively than what Cora is. Breath, it'll still be sitting there in a minute, I promise. We won't run out of food, Cora.
After shoveling in one more bite of food, and doing a deep swallow, Cora takes a very deep breath as if she hasn't taken a breath in a second. And she looks over at her friend and says, no, because if I stop eating, it's just less food that I will have eaten before we have to go to class. And I gotta load up. Gotta get as much there, because if I'm hungry later, then that's gonna be everybody's problem. And she's like waving her fork around in a circle, gesturing towards everybody.
That's fair. And Amelia just slides a plate of some treats across the table to her and a glass of juice with it. You're right. Enjoy this.
Cora nods in like affirmation, like, yes, you were right, that I am right, and proceeds to continuously shovel said treats into her face.
Eat yourself, don't make Goblin hungry.
Good note, Quinn. And Amelia's just gonna take a napkin from the table and just stuff a few things in it and just tie it in a knot and put it in her pocket later. I'll keep this for Cora later.
Good idea. So are you guys excited about family visiting?
I'm very excited. P.S. also, hi, I can finally join back. My dog isn't yelling anymore. I'm excited. I think Mom is gonna love seeing everybody.
Now that excited would be the word I would use. Ready for it, I guess.
Or once again, we'll do a deep swallow and a deep breath before saying, I really understand why the parents really have to come here in the first place. I mean, school's not for parents. School's for us kids, I mean, we could just stay home and instead. I feel like that's a better use of their time.
I agree. I completely agree. I mean, I can't imagine the conversations I'm going to have with my family, or depending on who's here. But I completely agree. Should keep the two separate for sure.
Very much separate. So, it's like, I really like you guys. I don't necessarily want you guys to think worse of me. So maybe if you see me walking around with two other goblins, just wave from a distance, and maybe that'd be a good idea.
You're not your parents. It's okay. Whatever they do, you're pretty cool to me.
That's true.
she would do like a wincing smile, as in like, you know, obvious that she is not completely convinced by what you're saying, but she's doing her best to stay positive.
Amelia slides another plate of treats across the table to Cora.
Now we're just stress eating. Let's go.
We've leveled up the stress eating.
I'm definitely gonna apologize in advance to everybody because my mom likes meeting people, and she talks a lot.
Well, I would
She's
love
probably
to.
gonna bring treats. She's definitely gonna give everybody something to eat. Just in warning.
I'm gonna apologize for at least the look you're gonna see a lot of times from my mom. It's not that she doesn't like people, she just doesn't want me to be here technically. So she's gonna look beautiful. That's probably, I can definitely say that's where I get a lot of this from. So.
She doesn't bring it down for you. I hope that it's at least a good thing.
You guys are more of a good thing, not like, you know, having direct contact, but I definitely want you to meet one person, but we'll see.
Around you, a couple students just talking to himself. You see Dominic and Miles talking the other table. And let's see, there are a couple of other students already grouped together and sitting together, like right beside you all. At the farther table, you see Leo and I think their names are Ethan and Olivia. In the last couple of weeks, all of you have noticed this because it's, you know, school. They've been hanging out more recently. Odette, can I get a brains check, please?
Okay.
With a 4, you
5
see.
make it better?
Huh?
The 5 make it better?
Make it slightly better, yes.
I'll do that. I'll give 1 point for that. Somebody else has the brain cell today, I'm sorry.
No, but where you are sitting, you hear, I think about like the staff members that are walking around. You noticed a couple of them have burnt like sleeves.
Okay. Spicy.
Yeah, with the 5, you see just they have burnt sleeves. They like put down trays of food. You see them replacing a couple of extra things of food, but that's what you notice as they set some things down.
Hi, I know this is random, but some of the teachers have like burn marks on the edges of their sleeves.
Like trying to pick out which teachers have the burned sleeves.
Odette's gonna slide up and just gently tilt her head to the right so that she faces the teacher. Just the gentlest little turn.
Cora would, the eyes would widen at the sight of teacher with burned sleeves and do like big nod, like, yeah, I see it now.
Kind of weird that they're all having burnt sleeves.
Is it just a few of them, Mons, or is it all of them?
The ones that you've noticed, they're not teachers, they're the staff members. The ones who like went with you all to do like groceries in the last session. The ones who kind of do the cleanup, the breakfast, lunch, staff members.
Yeah, those.
Same ones.
They did not get lost.
Must be nice. It's not like they're the adults taking care of us or anything. Nah. Fine.
Alright, it's okay. To be fair, we do later go back to said forest.
You can do a knowledge check on what that was since then if you wish.
A what check?
Brains check, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Said knowledge.
Yeah, it threw me off for a second. I was like, what? Okay. Let's not... Dice, listen.
Oh,
I know I
anybody can
missed
do
last
this.
time.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you said brains check?
Mm-hmm. It's okay. It's okay. You're
Somebody
fine.
else
You
roll.
got an anniversary token.
God. Not a single brain cell in this little noggin.
I will roll 2.
I love my smart friends.
Amazing. So, Odette, you've been really immersed in your conversation with Dominic last week as you were walking through the forest. After that event, there's been just sweet notes and little things. He's brought you little flowers and, just little things that might have completely, stopped you remembering or hearing what has happened in the forest. But Cora, Amelia, and Quinn, you know this, especially from Rania's older brother. The forest is tricky for anyone who walks in it first. But the only reason everyone was lost was because they were focusing on the trees rather than the path. And as you go from the village, and there's routine visits from the school to the village, for anyone who goes to this school, they know the effects of the forest disappear as you age. The more and more you get used to the forest's, he phrased it as spores, but just essence, magical being. The forest has a way of, tricking those who are new to it, just to make sure that the castle is secure.
If everyone wasn't so mesmerized, we probably would have gotten through there a lot faster, I'm sure. But it is weird that they're all singed up with...
I don't understand why they wouldn't have changed their shirts.
You would think that, wouldn't you? Maybe they think no one would notice?
It's so obvious, though. Can I roll again to see if I can pull a brain cell out, or
What are you trying to see?
something that would explain a little bit more about their sleeves? If I could see anything else that maybe would help.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Yes, it does make sense. I'm just trying to think. But yeah, definitely roll.
Let's see. Oh my god, finally. One brain cell. I got a 7.
With the 7, you don't know what caused the burn marks on their sleeves. You notice the head of staff. They are that same woman who walks around with a set of keys around her belt. She paces around. She has very clean outfit. She's annoyingly kind of like noting those people as like having this burn mark and not being organized and clean, especially for service. And as they're yelling at these people, the ones that do have a burn mark, you see a couple of them have these black ring tattoos kind of etched around their arms, on both hands. Like as their sleeve kind of like falls off, you see like a ring, like a tree trunk ring tattoo.
I'm gonna relay that to everybody. Like, tell you guys exactly what I've noticed.
Tree trunk tattoo. Interesting.
I don't think the head of staff is part of it, because it seems like she's fairly upset about everybody that has it.
You just ask them how their sleeves got burned?
Feels a little on the nose.
Maybe not in front of everybody.
Or you could ask.
Okay, let's go ask him right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like insta-target. We need to make you watch some movies.
The head of staff is nearby. She's just has her hands behind her back. Her hair is in a tight bun, and she's like just surveying the food that's going out.
This goes, not it.
I'll do it. Fine. I'm just gonna get up and kind of mosey on over there. Just trying to be less suspicious as possible.
As much as a 14-year-old can be.
Excuse me. This, I wanted to ask you a question, if you don't mind.
Yes, is there something that you need?
Yeah, okay, so I'm trying to get into this club. It's called Stitchcraft, so I was looking around everyone's garments, and then I noticed that a lot of the staff have a lot of cinch marks on their cloaks and stuff. So I was wondering if you can, what burned the material? Because noticing the type of material, it doesn't seem.
I thought it was not very noticeable. I do apologize for my staff's unruly attire.
No. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to know for reasons.
I'm not very sure. The ones who are supposed to be in charge of laundry. Well, they were supposed to be in charge of laundry. After today, they won't be in charge of it any longer. They said that it was accidentally burned, so now the kitchen staff have to wear this.
They burned. Did they say by what?
They said that they left it to dry. I am not sure. That all of them had different reasonings. All I know is now I have 15 uniforms with burn marks and no replacements until Thursday. And now half of my staff look like they've been having war with the oven.
Sorry.
Seems like having one, didn't it? Sorry. Well, maybe I can help out. I can go talk to them, see if I can get, if you don't mind telling me who to talk to, I can, I just want to get a little bit more information on it.
Put the tray there. It's clearly leaking.
Definitely don't.
Sorry, what was that? Yes. No, take the tray back, please. Goodness.
Doing great.
They're not though. Let's see. She's looking, peering over everything, kind of supervising. Give me a charm check, please.
No. That's the wrong one. I didn't mean it to be hidden. It's not the right thing. So sorry.
It's super hidden.
I know it's like so hidden.
It's just hidden. It's super hidden.
It's so hidden.
All right.
I don't know why it's not showing up, but
four.
a 4.
It's a 4. Mm-hmm. So 34.
Okay. She first looks at you with like annoyance, just like if there is something that you need help with, you can ask a teacher and they can direct any queries to us. Or if you're looking for your personal garments or any laundry that needs to be done, look for Rodolphus. He's the head of the laundry department. Let's try not to disturb any staff members. I'm sure you have exams coming up.
You're right, and I need to get right back to my study group. Thank you for the information. You're doing a wonderful job. I love how tidy you keep everything. Your hair's phenomenal. And Quinn's like gonna slowly like walk off, like, finger gun, pow pow, like it's.
That was a very cute.
I completely nailed it. Just so you guys know.
You are actually close to a condition called proud, because you complimented her work and immediately you see her face kind of twitch into a side smile. As you walk away, she just says, is there anything extra you might need? And it looks like her face is struggling to smile. We try to do our best. Any extra stuff for the table? It is lunchtime. We do have some extra bread rolls in the back. They are very they're buttery bread rolls.
Wonderful. My friend loves these rolls, actually.
Great. With that, you get the proud condition. That's +2 magic checks until you fail charming someone. You see her just like do 2 quick snaps, and the bread rolls kind of zip into like in front of everyone at the table, a pile at least a couple inches higher than Cora's head.
And that is how you do it. Also, we have to talk to Rodolphus. He's a head of the laundry department, and apparently something cinched them, and they won't be able to get the nether order in for a while. So maybe something's even stopping us from stopping the deliveries. This is from what I've gathered.
Why?
I know, but I got these rolls.
Ooh. Jen's definitely gonna reach over and grab one and then hand one to Cora as she sits back down.
So maybe we should pay him a visit. But again, not now, because it's obviously suspicious if we go now.
Right after she tells us. Everybody at the table.
No, we're not immediately going to see him.
No, actually, we're going to study. Just like the humming of the laundry It helps me study better.
The smell of clean laundry helps me think.
It's a
All of you
vitamin
hear like a
D.
scrape of a chair, and you hear like a little huff as like a jackalope kind of jumps onto the table and grabs 2, 3, 4 different biscuits. What is it, rolls, and just starts like munching on one, and like with one other arm starts tossing it to this shadow that's kind of cast by Professor Elmar, and he just like reaches down and is like, oh, they told me they didn't have this available anymore. You know, I once had 2 of these at one time, and I couldn't even. Just we can share there, Miss Quinn. Can I have a Whisperwind? Okay, we just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. You know, I ate like 4 at once. My wife once told me I shouldn't eat these 4 at once.
She doesn't like you taking her snacks.
She won't mind if I just grab just 1 or 2 from. There's just biscuits for lunch, but they always tell me they run out. Can I have just 2 of these? For 1 for me, just 1 for one more there, Whisperwood. You know, as I was walking down under, like I was thinking about grabbing a couple for my usual after lunchtime walk.
Okay. Yeah.
And somehow, you know, Miss Kistel, your paper that I read last week was quite good. I was thinking about it during my walk, and I was planning to talk to my wife. She's actually in the other realms. I haven't talked to her in about 14 years, but you know, I wanted to know where she put the desserts in the pantry, and she makes a mean biscuit. You know, I do miss that.
To scare the jackalope away.
It's not bad. Is that what you're going to do?
I won't do that. It's okay. That's me.
No, you're
Actually, can I have
Don't just
Regulus
do it.
just make a really
Yeah.
loud hoot?
Yeah, I don't call for Nyx vocally, but I like do like a little finger snap and like try to get his attention somehow, like without this like other familiar seeing me, just to kind of like startle it away.
Give me a what is it? A flight check.
Flight check.
Yeah, that's what for verbally getting out of situations. You know, Yonder, I just thought I was walking down this path and I was reading that passage you wrote on runic lore on the tribes of German, like, you know, from the Northern American tribes, and I was wondering if you wrote that wonderful piece of prose. You know, you are very good at the writing, I found, but I didn't have enough biscuits to finish the essay, so I just gave you a B. I hope you are okay with that. But the next day, you know, I just don't want to walk down the path again without enough biscuits. I found if I'm not having enough snacks, I don't really grade papers that well. With a 7,
Okay, you're going.
yeah,
Never
sorry.
mind.
Yes, you can roll flight as well to get out of this for Regulus. With the 7, Nyx hears that snap, and you see this little white fox kind of curling in and out, and just like going in and out of the legs, and just like, what is it?
Sorry, Professor. That's assignment. Familiar. Like, gotta go. And she just quickly picks Nyx up and starts to wander away from the table. Come on, guys. I gotta go. Time to get off with the day. Gotta get Nyx back. And just very mumbling and like fumbling through her words, trying to get everybody away from the table.
Oh, right. Yes. Gotta go with that, actually.
Yes. Oh, of course.
Yeah, thanks, Quinn. If you could help Cora.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna help. Yeah, let's get Cora out of here, you know.
Of course. Everyone has the place to go. Odette, what were you trying to do with the flight again?
Oh, I was just gonna have him do a threatening out, like a hoot, because rabbits I know that owls hunt rabbits, so I was gonna see if him hooting really loud would scare the jackalope away.
You hear, so
On your brain, don't
the roll that you did is to kind of run away from a situation, verbally kind of run away from a situation. You hear a distant like screech, and you just see these two wings here like open up and like swooping like an owl does, and 𝘀🐀🐐 kind of turns and with his like tilts his head like down, and the two antlers kind of look up as this rabbit just like you see like tufts of old hair kind of frizzy at the ends, like a little beard that matches Professor Aylmar's. And Professor Aylmar just like keeps talking to you, however, because even though Quinn and Amelia has successfully kind of left the table with the four, he turns to you, is like, you know, Miss Asteria, the paragraph you wrote on the runic lore of North American tribes, I do want to say there's a couple notes that I should share with you. And from what I can remember, the last time I've been in those tribal regions, the only thing I could find that connects to what you have written about, the analysis has proven to be not 100% accurate, but I will say I did not mark you too poorly on that section. I did give you another B. I thought you were doing quite well at the end by the conclusion. 𝘀🐀🐐, you see Regulus kind of just diving, and the rabbit just like aiming his antlers up, hearing this go on. Let me give you another adversity token.
See that Cora and Odette are still distracted, and she just like puts Nyx down and just sighs really heavily and face palms her forehead, and she like tugs on Quinn's sleeve and signals back that they're still stuck. I thought that we got them all.
Could I
They were
just
forgotten.
like watch him like get up out of my chair and just back away slowly? Can I just do that as an awkward 14-year-old?
You can give me a flight check, and
absolutely.
Nay, give me a flight check as well. If Cora's doing anything similar, or if Cora's just chilling.
Yeah, but like I feel like Cora would like, you know, they have it. They're good enough friends now that they have telepathic communication. You know, not literally.
Just the vibe.
And we'll start backing up really slowly.
I would add another point to that if there was any way to fix that.
There is the check is for a 5. You have 3. Also, everybody has strengths, I think. Cora, the elusive Cora immediately just uses the height of the biscuits to kind of tilt their head down and use like that, like as he's just slowly taking the biscuits to go behind a chair and walk backwards towards where everyone else is right now. Quinn and Amelia. Does anybody want to help Odette really quickly before I award
She's
the...
gonna die in this hole all by herself.
Yeah, no, Amelia's just gonna walk up and put her hand on Odette's shoulder and say, sorry, Professor, but I hate to pull her away from you, but I need her help to study with Parents Weekend coming up. We've got a lot to get ready for. And
Is this loyal?
Amelia's just gonna like, yeah, and Amelia's just gonna grab her sleeve and turn around and like start like tugging and walking away. And I believe that's
I'm just gonna let you correct.
let me check that.
It is,
That
yeah.
is 2-year-old, my girl.
Amazing. You just see Professor Aylmar's like, well, I guess. 𝘀🐀🐐, the only thing I could say is you just see Regulus kind of swoop down, but as they come into a thing, you just see 𝘀🐀🐐 like start with like all the biscuits. The rabbit just grabs like 3 more and starts running around Professor Aylmar as he keeps talking, and he doesn't know like he just watches you, like full eye contact, watches all of you go walk away, but he keeps talking. You know, I've only like seen her like once since the 14 years, and I always wondered where she would be, but you know, she never picks up when I call now that she's an astral being. And then it just mutters quietly as it fades away.
Mention how much I love this man. Because I love him.
I do too. He's his voice is based off of the uncle from Dairy Girls, and I love it.
I love the commitment to ramble, honestly.
Yes.
Agreed.
Watch Dairy Girls. That man can ramble more than anything I've ever known, and he's so good at it.
I was sitting here like, are we just gonna endure this?
You walk out of the hallway. Where are you headed?
I'm being dragged, so I'm just going where Amelia's going.
I'm just looking back to where Quinn and Cora were and regrouping. I would say if we were like looking, hold on, let me, like 4 billion windows open over here, like.
Quinn's going to give the roll she managed to sneak out to Cora.
Cora does big grabby hands, snatches it, and puts it in her pocket because she managed to fill herself before the ramblings had begun.
I love grabby hands. I love that.
It's especially great because she's got such small hands, so the grabbiness is just chef kiss.
We're gonna have to ride in a car where Cora's in the back and she just reaches up with her little hand.
Yep, you don't see anything but teeny tiny hands reaching for the car ride snacks.
If you all do
You got
fan
French
art
fries.
and you want to do fan art for Starcrawl, please, this is one idea right here. Cora, just little
Imagine
hand.
in a
Just a
booster
little
suit.
hand.
I need that. Just slide.
Would be safer.
It's all safety.
Over. I imagine it like a Jeep, and everyone's in the Jeep. And Cora's just like, and then strapped in a little seat.
In the middle on the humped seats.
Right.
Stop. It's like a cup holder for you. This is how I die.
So
Yeah.
Oh, that's for, got it.
Yep.
Give me a, what would be the best rule for this? I think brains would be the best one. But I will also take flight.
who's rolling?
What is it? Whoever wants to roll can only roll that. There we go. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. You know, Amelia and Cora,
Yes.
I'm going to take this idea of like seeing you both like what is it, Amelia, when you were running around the map on alchemy, and Cora, because you have like a really good flight. You two have tried like during your last couple of weeks at Cécine, last couple of months actually, you've ventured off from hallways to hallways. Some hallways are covered up by like, you know, and you just find different ways and passageways. And you've noted in the western wing of Cécine Academy, a lot of the staff members have disappeared off too. Large groups of them, or trolleys of laundry, bed sheets, maids with their little carts have usually come in and out of that wing. You necessarily haven't seen a door or heard laundry machines, but that is where you've seen the most of them. Quinn, I will say, let me just give you a point right there. There could have been a wing that they talked about. Who knows what it could have been for?
Could have been anywhere.
Styles clothes. She's washed. It's not.
Your clothes come in pressed clean, exactly how you write the instructions.
Wear them.
You literally like write them down in a note and put them in between each of the clothes, and they come back exactly how you want them. Who cares what wing they go to?
If they come back the way I ask, so ask.
Us knowing the way, I would just kind of direct everybody to go towards where those carts go and just kind of explain to them that with me and Cora wandering about, we've kind of seen people pushing the little laundry carts around, and I think it'll be best if we kind of go that way. I don't know what the best way to go about going that way would be, but that's the way.
Odette's gonna give like the most awkward salute and just say, "Sounds good, let's go."
You pass through a couple different hallways. You see a couple classrooms, classes going on. You see Professor, what is it? You see Professor Witherdale, who teaches a couple of the older students' classes. One of the classes that you've heard about is Trolls and Giant Protection. You see him kind of limping from like one hallway to the other as he crosses, and he's like, he's muttering to himself as he passes and goes around you all. And you come upon this wing where you see a lot of the staff members are kind of moving carts. It's kind of quiet right now, but at the end of the hallway, they walk towards a couple different things on the wall, but then disappear into it. From here, could we do a quick 1 minute break? I just need to. I've been chugging a lot of iced tea.
Break time.
You better start running.
So it should show on the right side of the screen when you guys like redeem those. Their advancements, like I'll try to add them and then update it, but it should open up their little booklets, and as like the players develop like the stories, I'll write it up and add it, and then you can check on each of the characters. And I need to get Domlet into that as well. Okay. Great. You come to the end of the hallway, and you see all different sizes of mirrors. Some of them arched, some of them circle, some of them the size of maybe like Ozzy's face. Some of them really wide, like a very wide oval, and you see like a crystal light at the top, kind of reflecting like purple hued sunlight into the room, or into this end of the wing.
This is where me and Cora recognize like the laundry cart's going to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You see like a mass amount of them going around here, but you've noticed a couple of other people as you're coming into this hallway kind of disappear into the wall.
Are they giving us any kind of looks like maybe we were like out of place?
Oh, give me a brains check. Immediately with a 12. Oh my god, my keyboard unhooked. 1 second. Here we go. Immediately with the 12, Amelia, you notice this for sure. Two of the maids kind of noted you. They were the ones with clean sleeves, and you see them really organized. One of the people that were kind of going, like walking past you with like a couple different things in his arms, you see they had like a burn sleeve. He does not notice it. He just keeps walking. But two of the maids kind of like stared, like, where are you going?
Guys, I think that if we keep going and we go in there, the people that are like just like focused on working, they're probably gonna notice that we're like not working. I don't know if maybe like one of us should go in, or
Three kids in a trench coat?
Ooh, stealth checks.
Are you saying we need disguises?
You know, I didn't want to say that, but I do love a good disguise, Quinn.
I don't own
Who
a trench
doesn't?
coat.
I mean,
Somebody
Quinn's like visibly excited.
Quinn, you
Well,
do
yeah,
have...
that is, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be noticeable even in a disguise, unless somebody wants to hoist me up on their shoulders.
I've got it. What if we steal some uniforms and we push in a laundry cart and Cora can hide in the laundry?
Love it.
Okay, but is it clean or dirty laundry? Because I don't really want to be in there with a bunch of dirty gym socks.
we would never make
it clean. Just say it's dirty. We'll just put some clean ones in.
Okay, like fresh out of the dryer, you know, I could take a nap inside the clean laundry cart.
Well, let's not take a nap.
Wait.
We don't want to lose you in the actual laundry.
That's true.
I've got another idea.
Okay.
Okay. Quinn, you and Cora go back to your room, and you guys just start getting as many of your beautiful pieces of clothing together that you can, just like in a giant pile. Like you can try them on, make them as like tussled as you want. I think that maybe if we use you having all your clothes, we could say, oh, you know, Quinn and all, we've got to get them all clean with Parents Weekend coming next weekend. Coming up soon, you know. And me and Odette could go and try and get us some uniforms.
Love it.
I'm down.
That sounds like a good plan.
We could all try and go get uniforms.
I can just grab clothes and we can find our uniforms. I'm so excited to do this disguise. You have no idea. This is like top 10 on my list of things I've wanted to do.
I love
We
this.
can
I'm so
disguise.
excited.
So which are we doing?
Yeah, what would everybody like to do? We all gotta agree since it's all. We could all kind of maybe probably get in trouble a little bit, maybe.
I have no preference. YOLO.
I can just grab clothes, really. It's not a big deal. They should know I'm going to be sending a lot of clothes here anyway, so this is like a double great for me. I'll actually get them done. And I'll actually get to do a disguise.
Hey, there you go.
I can go and run up there right now.
All right. Let's get the uniforms then.
Odette's gonna put her hand in the like out so everybody can do a go team.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this is also my top 10 things that I wanted to do.
The Magic Ghoulies.
Gotta do it. It's a word.
I've named y'all the Coven, and I love it both. Because honestly,
Yes.
the Magic Ghoulies in here. Okay. So let's do Cora and Quinn first, and then we'll go to Amelia and Odette. But before you do, you are at the end of the hallway, as all of you are right now. Sort of like imagine you come to the end, and there's just this circular room with that little light, and there are no doors. There's just mirrors. And behind you, there are a couple of different people kind of going in between the hallways. You can see at the end, like the intersecting hallways, you can see people moving. But all of you can hear the sound of a wheel kind of rolling, like getting louder and louder. Quinn and Cora, you come to the end of the hallway, and you notice that a lot of the laundry people, anyone who's like moving larger carts, the maids, anyone who's moving a lot of things, they're kind of moving away from this location. They're trying to go out and do stuff during, lunchtime while people are at the Great Hall. But there is a distinguishable like sound of a wheel coming towards you. To get around this or run away as quickly as possible, give me a flight check.
I knew it was coming.
Check to see if I can see what the wheel is like attached to.
What's making the noise? It's for sure like a wheel of like one of those like carts or trays that they usually have.
21.
Wow.
I think you've picked your two best witches in this group to go run away, because honestly, Quinn and Cora, you kind of creep to the end of the hallway. You notice that sound coming in from like an adjacent passageway, and you whip around the other side and take a turn without even, with this both of y'all's amazing checks, you're able to whip around go the long way around and avoid this returning noise. And you're coming out to the main hall. You step outside the castle to one of the towers where the first years sleep. As you come into this tower, the noises of like the students who are still there, walking about. You see a couple of them like playing games, doing like their own version of magical hacky sack. I don't know. And when you come into the dormitory, you see Ronnie at the end. Her hair is completely frazzled, and you see kind of little obsidian kind of making more nests in her hair, and you see a pencil in her hair, just like, and she notices you both come in like, are we studying?
Rania.
Uh-huh. Why are you both not studying?
We're not studying. No, we're not, actually. But you've been studying a lot, and I understand. I appreciate it. I love this about you.
This is not a lot.
It's
It's our first exams.
And you're the smartest out of all of us.
True.
She
If
kind of like
anyone knows it,
starts like chewing like what is it, the end of her pencil, and she's like, but it's our first exams. What are you two doing? Corey, did you need help with anything? I can help after I finish this chapter.
Have you eaten today? Have you eaten? Have you
food?
had anything to drink? Have you been outside?
Touch some
Outside?
grass.
Outside?
Yes.
I opened the curtain. I think that should be good. Water, obsidian, food? No, water. I have water, and she like points to this empty jar of water that clearly has been sitting there since the morning that you left her there. You've only seen her in like 1 or 2 classes, but now she's like she's made like one of the tables like her own, and she's just sitting there with like all her books. I should get more water. Yes. Yes.
So go out. Do you have one of those rolls? We need to get you some real air.
Is that what you are doing now? Or is this about
Yes.
Is this about what we found out when we came back from the beach?
Don't even worry about that. You need to take care. We need to take care of you. We need to take care of you.
I am taking. Oh, I will get food. Don't worry. I will order some food. Maybe. Yes.
When you say maybe, I just don't believe you about
Right.
that. But
So take the
specific.
Wait, what did you do with the hair?
Sorry, I was just saying. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was like, oh my god. I was just saying, like, while Cora was talking to her, Quinn was like going to be taking things out of her hair.
Obsidian wouldn't like that. Give me a brains check. With a 7, as you're moving the hair around, you notice just a hint of like a little scar on like the side of Rania's neck. And right before you got like as you're cleaning up, Obsidian has his nest, and he's really particular about my nest. I'm sorry. I mean his nest, not my nest. My goodness. Sorry. I will get food. Did you Did you have food for me? Is that what you said? Biscuits?
Is it biscuits?
Yeah,
Quinn.
give her some of the rolls from earlier.
Oh, right. And Cora would reach into her pockets and, like, you know, fumble around a little bit and then, like, just pull out, like, 2 different handfuls of rolls from breakfast.
These are never out. Okay. And she just starts eating one, and you just see, like, this calm come into her face, and she's just like, what are you two looking for?
Actually coming to get a bunch of my clothes to take to the laundry.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all dirty.
Okay, I will keep you. Rania just like, I'm gonna just finish these and finish the chapter then. And she just kind of has one hand on like I'm imagining red lobster biscuits. I don't know why I'm craving red lobster like today, but
Fine. The cheddar biscuits are amazing.
that's what I'm imagining, like buttery biscuits.
Let's go.
God.
You gotta hurt me like this.
She has it,
I'm
like
gonna
you see a
feel
little
it
bit
all
of the
day.
butter on her hands, and she's just now that her brain is like energized, she just takes the pencil out of her hair, and Obsidian like gives a little hoot as he bounces, like the little pygmy raven bounces around and like gets little pieces of the biscuit for himself, and she mutters back like, yeah, no, I'll help them later. Yep, chapter 5. And she just starts muttering like the summary, and she pretty much completely forgets that you're there almost as she gets like back into study mode.
Okay. I'm thinking we should definitely be here right after. So I think we should be here with her, honestly, after this. She seems to be good now, but
Yeah.
she can't keep herself in here.
As they're walking and continuing their direction, Cora comes to a small realization that she now has no more rolls, and she pouts a little bit as they're walking.
I will say you are close to condition, Cora. Generous.
Oh, snap.
It's not just a condition, that's who she is.
Oh,
Nice
let's
too.
go.
What is it? You get +2 to charm until you cast a spell against someone.
That's good, because Cora's got like -5 charm.
All right. You find yourself in front of your bed. You see a couple different, beds in front of you, Quinn, and you know that as soon as you close the curtains, immediately that little poster room kind of opens up, and all your chests appear and your dresser appears. Everything immediately appears in front of you. So as you come to do that, your dresser like appears into frame, like pops in, and this room like kind of closes around you both as the curtains close. Oh my God, that was perfectly timed. Sorry, the sound effect was someone dragging something, and it sounded like it opened a drawer, and it literally was perfectly timed.
Keep
Right.
hearing
Did
stuff.
that earlier when I played that plate to Cora.
Yes.
The audio also played it. I was like,
I really was like, oh my goodness.
Was talking in my right ear. Like, I literally kept looking over at my phone on the right because I thought I was hearing you. I was like, what
Oh
is
my
that?
God. It's too realistic.
I'm gonna grab more water, but definitely just for the next until you get back to like the hallway, just you and Cora just run that for me while I just get some water.
Yes, chef.
Yes, stop.
You can't work in a kitchen, please.
I work with kitchen a lot too. So like where I work has a lot of that stuff. So I'm just like, and I'm training people, so I'm just like teaching them all this jargon all the time.
I say corner in my dreams.
Oh no. Oh my god, I love this. Every time I walk in here, it's like I'm walking into my room at home. But I mean, it's not as big, but it is just as packed.
You would certainly have a lot of stuff. She'd just be kind of looking around at all the really pretty clothing that, and you know, like picking up individual pieces and like admiring them.
You definitely see, Cora would definitely see a lot of like
Just imagining a fashion montage from no other at this point.
Fashion. Gosh, we need like a classic 80s song playing in backwards now.
yeah.
Exactly, there we go.
It's like in this I got hit. This is when I went. Me and my family went to Europe, and just like going through all of it. Just like she's so excited to share it with somebody. And she's like, honestly, we can take anything.
Cora is less, you know, she's like putting on one of Quinn's jackets, obviously way too big for her, but she's still, you know, like strutting all over the place and
Yes.
like, you know, doing the mini fashion show.
So like doing stuff, just hand.
Yes. Like throwing on accessories, and she's like completely over accessorized. Like just imagine like maybe 5 to 10 necklaces,
Yeah.
like bracelets going all the way up her forearm, and just, you know, maybe a couple of bows in her hair, just everything. Feeling,
Little cute ear cuffs.
yes, absolutely feeling like a princess right now.
I need to see the fan art for Cora dressed like
Yes.
this. please.
Yes, would do. Oh my god, I would love this so much.
We just need to make a comic of all these characters.
So many layers.
So many. Oh my god. Oh, you're so cute. I love this. Thank you for this, actually.
Why?
Because I don't really get to do this a lot.
But it's fun.
I know, but like, I don't really have like someone my age or anything, and also I have a lot to deal with back home, so I don't really get time to do anything like this.
Cora kind of scuffs her shoe on the floor and be like, "Yeah, I can kind of relate to that on a salty level. I think
Yeah.
you guys might be my first friends, maybe. I mean, I besides Ozzy, and she would pat one of her pockets. She has too many pockets now. She doesn't know which one Ozzy's hiding in at this point. And she'd say, you know, like, I mean, you know, even if after school is over, you know, if you wanna like hang out and, you know, de-stress from life things, I'd like that. And she'd be all blushy and like, you know, like this is the first time she's ever asked somebody to hang out with her. You know, she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know how to people.
I love that. Honestly, Quinn's gonna go in and like hug her. It's
Yes.
amazing.
Cora's just absolutely beaming right now. Like first official outside of school friend made. Now she's only got what, 3, 4 more to go.
I need
Gotta
fan
collect
art of
them
that
all.
hug.
Excited for her.
I just need that hug with like Cora with all those layers. Oh my god.
I know.
And just Quinn just like
cover.
Bro, I'm already on it. It's happening. Say less.
Say less.
we're definitely gonna do, I think for the Be Right Back scenes, I'm just gonna put all the fan art that's made already and just make it like do a little reel. Because there's the couple ones that you shared I love and I really want people to see. And there's two other artists who I think did a little bit of Dom and Odette, and I thought it was so cute. But if they're willing to share, they can share, but they haven't yet. But which is completely fine.
Oh my God,
I'm putting together like a forum so that if you guys do have like artwork that you want to have it portrayed during the reel or something, that it can happen. Because I think it's so cute. Oh, I love fan art. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. So sorry for cutting in.
You're fine. Gwen's gonna get okay. She's like, okay, so let's get ourselves together and let's get these clothes to everyone else.
Yes. And Cora would slip off all of the bracelets off of her forearms and then proceed to like hold both arms out, stretched wide, preparing for Quinn to just dump all the clothes on her.
And Quinn does just drops all this fabric. It's just so many.
Excellent.
All
So
of them
now
have
Quinn
like
is just a
moving-
laundry pile. That's what it's gonna look like. Is Quinn holding a bunch of clothes and then a moving laundry pile next to her as they're walking down the hallway back to the laundry room.
Right, as you both are walking back, imagine as if it like went back a little 2 minutes back in time, and it just goes back, sweeps back to Amelia and Odette kind of peering back in the corner, and both of you hear the wheel kind of coming closer. Around you all, there are different mirrors of different sizes. Odette, give me a brains check, please.
Son, I don't know what I did to incur the wrath of you, our GM. Why are you making me use my brain?
Because perception is brains.
No, but it's my day with the brains, though.
I know.
Oh, actually, give me both. You would be close enough for this,
Wait, no, I
actually.
regret it. No, I regret it.
Oh.
Thanks for making it.
Okay, I guess I'll take it.
Amelia noticed this a lot more than Odette. But Odette, suddenly the mirrors start showing different shapes and different symbols, voices. A couple of the mirrors that are close to you start forming like little clouds. If you both are kind of like leaning around the corner and the mirrors are right behind you, where like you've seen, they've kind of disappeared into the wall. Amelia, the mirror that you're next to, starts putting in an image of yourself. But it doesn't move as a mirrored image would. It's just standing still and has a little smile. What would be something that Amelia would be afraid of?
Amelia's reflection not being Amelia's reflection.
It's a trap.
Pretty much like imagine if the mirror at that corner where you're kind of looking around to where Quinn and Cora are supposed to come back, you just notice like your reflection kind of tap the mirror.
Yeah, I've seen enough of these TikToks to know what's going on.
Listen, Satan.
I'm just gonna grab Odette's sleeve and be like, I think we're in danger, friend.
I'm in danger.
Odette, that mirror's looking back at me, and it's me, but it's guy. Here.
Oh, great. We just had to walk into the creepy magic mirrors. Odette's gonna look over at the mirror that Amelia is looking at.
You see Amelia's reflection that looks like at her with a smile and then immediately dart her eyes at you. And you see her mouth kind of mutter for a second. And what would be something that Odette is afraid of? I know you filled something out on the character sheet, but I cannot remember it.
I got that. Let me...
It could be that or something else if you have something right now.
She has a fear of being blind because she has the seer abilities to see things. She's deeply afraid of losing her sight, like physically and like figuratively.
That's too deep. Okay. You see like the reflection kind of mutter something, and you see like a head pop out from like the corner of the mirror, and it's a reflection of Debt. It waves to you like really quickly, and it just starts saying like, "Come."
Odette, my heebies. My heebies are jeebies. Let's get out of here.
At this point, you hear both of you, Amelia for sure, with your high perception, you see a moving pile of laundry get closer to you, and then you see Quinn.
Still uniforms yet? Odette, we're bad at this.
I'm excited for the 80s montage.
I'm gonna see Quinn and Cora coming in the laundry pile moving this way, and I'm gonna like nudge Odette with my elbow and then like nod to like a laundry cart going by, hopefully with some uniforms in it, and try to grab and be like, we should distract them and try to get a couple of uniforms from them.
Odette's gonna kind of like slap her face a little bit, like, and be like, yeah, that sounds good, let's try it.
What are we doing first again? Sorry.
Try and distract one of the going by laundry carts to get a couple of uniforms out of it. One of the like clean ones coming back out, if possible.
I have a high charm. Do you want me to walk up and just start talking somebody's ear off?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the nearest like worker that has like clean staff laundry.
Around you are just mirrors.
Oh, is it? I thought they were going in and out with stuff.
You've seen, like when you were walking to the hallway, you saw them disappear off, but it like pretty much looked like they walked into a mirror and that was it.
That's worse.
And there's like, imagine those large arched like mirrors, like the floor to like, you know, floor mirrors that you can set. There's like 3 or 4 of them that kind of go around this little circle, and then all around them are little mirrors in different sizes. As you all like come in, there is a cart that has been that has turned into the wing and coming closer. For you, Odette, however, when you walk to another mirror, the image from the previous one jumps from mirror to mirror to the other one and just says, like that, with motions to come.
Like, yeah, she's gonna like deadpan look at this reflection and be like, how is this not suspicious? Do you realize how creepy this is?
At this point, Quinn and Cora, you have returned back.
Reflection and
this point, they're talking. I could just pull my wand out. I'm gonna regret doing this, and I already know it. The staff person, as the staff person is walking by, I'm just gonna like shoot a little burst of like magic at the cart to try and like make it tip over, like the wheel kind of gave out and knocked it over and spilled everything, so that he has to like stop before he disappears.
Give me a fight. Yes. It's a moving target too. Let's see. Roll again.
Oh my god!
Roll again. Got a D10. I mean a 10 on a D10. With a 14. You know what? Explain to me how this looked. You just see this coming down the hallway.
Absolutely. So Cora and Quinn and Odette are kind of all talking behind me, and I just pull and turn around and pull my wand out, and I just like kind of wind my arm up, just like a slight half turn, and I just flick my wrist, and right as I do, a little bolt of green magic shoots out the end and just barely hits the cart as he's walking by and close to a mirror, and the cart just tips over and laundry piles out onto the ground.
Oh, take it! What? How did that happen? The person kind of like tries to like catch it before it falls, but he ends up falling anyway.
I very quickly put my wand away, and I run over to like the little laundry, and I like try to like signal everybody to come over and help. And I slowly start putting in all of the laundry and also stacking Quinn's laundry on top of it.
My goodness. Oh, thank you. I thought this was going to completely collapse on me.
No problem, of course. Maybe we can take this road in for you, and you can go get yourself checked out and grab some water.
Oh no! If you walk in there, they might have my head. Yeah, students aren't allowed in the rooms, but I do need to get checked. That's true. Oh. What?
Again, what they want us to learn more about, like how things work around the castle, to get familiar with it, you know. So it's like a club.
That's what it.
Yes. Faculty and me. Yes, that's what it's called.
Faculty and me, and that gives you access to the
access necessarily, but you know, get a better understanding of everything.
Touching, saying like we can't touch the machines and stuff, but we're allowed to look and observe.
It's class.
Knowledge.
Grades.
With Parents Weekend coming up, they wanted us to be able to give sufficient tours and
like practical knowledge about the world if we need it.
And Amelia's just gonna step forward and say, I'm Amelia, and this is Odette and Quinn and Cora and laundry down anyway. And
they like lift their arms up to kind of like smooth their hair. Just imagine all these 5 kids, four surrounding this like staff member. He's just like, oh, so many names, and I have to get back, and I'm injured. Give me a persuasion check. Who is leading the persuasion, and then somebody else can roll if they're also talking, or they can add adversity tokens if you're helping with the different things that you've said.
Do D20 in charm.
Okay.
I have a D8.
I have a D20 plus 2.
I will say, like, you can do a variety of things. Since in the conversation Amelia was talking and Quinn added stuff, that could be like a a role plus adversity token, and then Odette came in with like the permission, so that could have their own role too. It depends on how you want to.
I'll definitely throw my tokens in. Right.
Toki, you do the charm roll, and then I will use my loyalty strength and -1 of my adversity tokens. Because then
you have
get
to explain to me how you're being loyal to, like, how is this loyalty?
Well, we're banding together as a group of friends to try and work our plan out together. So it seems very loyal to me to lie together.
Lie together,
listen,
die
Friends that
together.
lie together, we're friends forever.
with your lie.
Like, tell
Oh no, the
him-
content manager's
tell-
not us.
Listen, our boss is watching.
I'm loyal to my
Okay, I'll
friends.
roll.
Excellent.
4. I got a 4. Yes.
Solid.
Okay.
Solid.
I can also roll to help with
This
anything.
is a 4 plus your 2 and +2 from Amelia, correct? So that is a 6. Awesome. Okay. Your loyal feat, got that, -1. Through the power of friendship. And
I imagined a lot of Care Bears singing that in my head.
rainbow. Okay. And Odette, can I get one?
Yes.
You see her face. I mean, his face just frazzled. Like his hair is very straggly, like just a lot of like curls that need way much more moisture than what his stress is allowing him to have. And he just like smooth. As you were explaining those things, he's like slowly getting it, slowly understanding, and he kind of like checks it. But then he hears Odette coming in with permission, and they're like, faculty and me. And you two can just, okay. Are there permission forms that you're supposed to be, putting in? Is that something part of it? Does Rodolphus know about this?
It's actually something that we've talked with some of the teachers about. They haven't had us sign our stuff yet because it's brand new, but they did go ahead and like they vouch for us so that we can do this because it's not to do any actual work, it's just to sit and learn.
Oh, okay, but then you would be pushing the cart though. Would that consider as work?
We're allowed to help out in that sense. We're just not allowed to like deal with the machine or mess with the chemicals.
Oh,
not okay.
nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. Well, I will have to. Let's see. Professor Meadowgloom should be opening up their wing for medical treatment. Okay, I will. The wheel might not be working on this. It looks like. How can we push this in?
Forward and say,
At it. And she like walks around the corner and says, "Can you lift this?"
I guess with with 4 of you, that should definitely work out there. Okay, all right. Just make sure you tell them about the program. I don't want to get in trouble. And they just do like a 180 and just start like, oh, this day has been so free, crazy. And they smooth the curls down and just start pacing. And you see them like shake out their foot, like that might have been trapped when the cart kind of tipped over. And just walk to the other, walk away towards the like medical area.
Very deep sigh of like, wow, that is
Faculty in me,
Wow.
genius.
great
I
work,
hope
guys.
his ankle's okay though.
Oh yeah, actually yes, I hope he's alright, but
He seems fine. It kind of seemed like he could use the afternoon off
Yeah,
anyway.
walk it off. It's a flesh wound. Oh,
Yeah, and then after that, Amelia would just continue piling Quinn's clothes in. And then also pulling out a couple of uniforms that would fit the three of us.
Yep, there is. They're not. They're no. You simply put, there's no check to this. It's just like the uniforms are adult size, so they all are. Unless here is somebody is the height of an adult. I don't know who is the tallest. They kind of looked. They all look a little bit bigger, like maybe one or two sizes bigger.
Sleeves are
Because it is
definitely-
meant for like the staff members.
Quinn's 5'5". I don't know of anyone who's taller than.
Odette is 5 foot.
Amelia's pretty tall. She's like 5'6", 5'9" area.
Okay, it's still like adult clothing, so as you put it on, you just see like the sleeves are a little bit looser. A lot of the like the bottoms of the clothing just come to a different kind of shape when it compared to like a first year's and clothing size. So they as you put everything on the pile of laundry that Quinn has brought in, and the wheel kind of spins out. You see it like it doesn't stay on the right path. It's quiet in the hallway, and you're still in the hall the end with the mirrors.
Okay, Cora, we're ready. Are you ready to hide in these clothes?
Cora just will toss the clothes out of her arm into the basket and dive headfirst into the basket. And you would just see the clothes rummaging around a little bit as she's burying herself deeper and deeper inside of them and trying to make herself comfortable and going full stealth mode.
Love.
So push the car.
I'll give it a whirl.
I imagine it's like a pretty wide cart,
Yeah.
like a wide laundry cart. I'm just gonna like put my hands on like the other side and say, I'll help since this wheel I kind of broke, so will a little bit earlier. Sorry, guys.
Just imagine this like shopping cart that keeps like veering to the right a little bit, and you just have to like have the other person on the other end, and Amelia just pushing it.
It's like
You
having
all-
2 kids try to stand on either side and steer it.
you push it to the mirrors, and you see all like the mirrors are empty, and as you get closer, a couple of you notice like different things. Amelia and Odette, you notice your figures again. Quinn, what would be something that Quinn would be kind of like not crazy afraid of, but just something that would just startle them? And Cora as well afterwards.
Did it affect Cora if Cora couldn't see it?
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah. Quinn, just Quinn.
I think it would freak her out if it wasn't like if she kept thinking she saw an image of Nati out of the corner of her eye. It would freak her out.
As if like there was like someone moving kind of in your periphery, but you recognize their shape. As you come closer to this like wall of mirrors, you just notice like that familiar shape kind of whiz past.
Okay, these mirrors are freaking me out right now.
Yeah, they do that. Don't stare at it too long. And Amelia's just gonna like keep pushing the laundry cart forward and like just either we break the mirror or we go through. And she just keeps walking.
Right.
And what
Let's
are
go.
you trying to like break through to?
I guess wherever the staff is disappearing to, I assume that they're walking through these mirrors.
I know, but like, what do you assume is on the other side? What does Amelia assume is on the other side?
In my mind, I see just like an open like room with like large laundry-esque things and like a ton of people just scurrying about doing like daily chores. Like it's like magical, but not magic. The new Willy Wonka movie. That.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Great. Get a point of inspiration as Amelia pushes this cart forward, envisioning the room behind it. The figure in front of you, you see Amelia's reflection kind of smile back at her and kind of just say pointedly at this as the cart pushes in, but it doesn't break the mirror, and the cart melts into the mirrored panel, and as all of you walk through, you hear the hum of machines going. They're nothing what you would say if you were familiar with the world, if you were, let's say, if your family isn't magical. These machines are built with ruins. You see like different contraptions put together. Definitely something that a master artificer can put together. And magical like runes like light up and glow with timers, and you see a couple different areas where the clothes are folded up or pressed. And in the corners, you see like 3 or 4 faculty staff members kind of moving throughout their little stations.
This is impressive.
These the creepy doppelgangers in the mirror.
Probably to keep us out.
But they were
Which-
asking us to come in. What?
But if they scare kids, I mean, maybe most kids probably run away.
Listen, I'm gonna scare the back of his fist if they start it up again. I'll fight a mirror. I don't care if it looks like me.
Amelia would just kind of be standing there looking around everything, like taking it all in. And then she would kind of quickly zone back into what was going on and what they were there for and try to look for any faculty or staff that kind of have the scorched sleeves.
Say the first part one more time.
Amelia would just kind of be taking everything in and then quickly come back in and figure out that, oh, wait, we're here to do stuff, and try to like scanning around looking for people that have the scorched sleeves.
The you see the 3 or 4 workers that are in front of you. Only one of them has the scorched sleeve. They're kind of not noticing, and like they're just kind of moving on with it. And then there is like an office in the back. You can see like, you know, one of those offices in those like big rooms where that you just see like the window and like a blinds, and it's like halfway open, and you just see like this older looking gentleman and kind of working on stuff with like glasses at the tip of his nose. From what you could see from this angle, those are the workers in it. Only one of them has the scorched sleeves.
I would just tell everybody, hey, they have scorched sleeves, but where do we want to? What do we?
Maybe it's connected to the cave.
Should we look around the room? And I mean, what if they're just getting scorched by doing like regular chores?
Well,
I
she
don't
said,
feel like laundry would be something to get scorched by.
Maybe
Also-
there's tiny dragons dry cleaning everything.
As much as I would love that, honestly, I don't think.
It just doesn't seem practical. You would have to feed so many dragons.
Also, they said they wouldn't be getting anything new for a while, like something stopping the deliveries. That's what she said, at least.
That's true. And the head of staff didn't really know why they were all scorched anyway. Are they in? Sorry, Miles. Are they in a room? Like, or they're in like the little office area, right?
The different people, the one that you're talking about is out. Pretty much imagine the stations, like the different parts of like the laundry room. The only person in the office is that older gentleman.
It feels like I'm aggressively being like shaking sheets around. Like somebody's sitting right beside me going,
I feel like I'm enjoying a color guard show.
Oh wow, love that.
That takes me back. Holy cow.
Yeah.
God.
Freaking color guard, yes. Yeah, the only person she said would be who's ever the head of laundry. They said he know more. So my thing is, maybe we pretend that we're coming here to ask about the shipment for her, right? And see what.
You're right. Because he wouldn't know that we're students yet.
I mean, we're all part of an elite program club. You know, just saying. You know, this is faculty and me club, so we are supposed to be doing errands, right?
No, you're right. Yeah. Okay, it worked once. Surely it'll work again, right?
What could possibly go wrong? And that's for saying that, just for the record.
Like, oh no, we're cursed. Right. So let's go see if we can figure this out. Also, I didn't know this is how this worked.
It
Also
makes
did-
two of us.
Like, I've always sent clothes, but I've never like thought about this part.
You know, if we don't get, expelled from school, maybe we should see about making this an actual club. Fun.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think that would be a good way to balance it out.
And Amelia we'd kind of all, I assume, take off walking towards the office. Because I assume that's where the guy, Big Bad, would be.
That big bad.
As you're walking, can I get like a group perception roll? So that's like brains, and then I'll take the average.
Does that include Cora, who is still buried under laundry?
No, it does not. I'm assuming because with all this laundry, perception is probably the last thing that is on the top of
Kind
Cora's.
of what I
Right.
figured,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to just assume that she couldn't help.
Make an ass out of you and me if you assume.
So great.
Now you're going into a set. What?
He's being real funny with work talk. Before we get too far away from the laundry cart, I've had an idea while we were waiting. Okay, I'd like to dig around in the laundry cart and just find, I mean, they're all adult, like, faculty coats, but I'd like to find one that's probably like, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 sizes larger on me.
Uh-huh.
And I'd like to put that on and be like, okay, Cora, I don't think that any of these are going to fit you. But this one's kind of big on me if you want a piggyback ride.
Oh my gosh.
That is so cute.
God, goodness.
Or just sticks a thumb up through the
2
laundry.
chaos
Like,
gremlins
you
in
can't
a
actually
trench
see
coat.
her, but the thumb is there.
I just grab Cora's hand and like lock around her wrist with my hand and like pull her up and like just one swift motion, put her on my back.
Yes. And you'll just and we'll just look like a little hunchback man. It's okay. Well, maybe not a man because it's still got your face. We'll just look like a little hunchback. No one will question it.
Ew. We can sell this for sure.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. And then I would continue walking once Cora and me both got situated in this very
That's
large
so amazing.
Great. Did Odette and Quinn put their brains?
I did. I got a 9.
Awesome.
We don't need to talk
And
about
then-
my role.
You're okay.
But I got a 3.
Odette got a 3.
don't have the
Awesome.
brain
And then
today.
since Cora is now on Amelia's back, could you roll a brains and Amelia too?
Yeah.
Mine was a 17.
Jeez.
I did not. I wanted to confirm. Oh, holy moly.
Rania actually lent me her brain cells for today's episode.
Ronnie is busy
Please,
right
sir,
now,
can
just
I have
studying, and they're
one?
like, you know what? Take this.
One
You
of
might need
might.
it.
One of you might die, but that is a
That's
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
make.
Amazing. All of you actually noticed this. This is a group perception roll, so I took the average. As you walk past, the other couple, and Amelia, you noted this before too. So this is like a second like ding in your brain. The person with the scorched sleeves keeps folding. But the ones without the scorched sleeves start noticing the movement. I'm guessing you haven't pushed the cart. So as you are moving in closer to the office, they kind of like you just hear like folding, and as like the clothes or whatever the sheets that they're like shaking out, you just notice, you see their head kind of turn and like kind of scan. Amelia, you notice the one without the scorch marks have that tree trunk ring tattoo all black around their wrists.
You said without the scorch marks.
The ones who are looking at you have the tree trunk tattoos.
How intently are they staring at me?
They're not like this. Like they're just like kind of scanning as they like shake out something and like keep like turn their head back as you pass.
I was gonna give them a side and say, "What? You've never seen a hunchback before?"
Give me a brawn check really quick.
I'm like absolutely startled by dogs. I need you to know.
Brown is
Whoa.
You that's
To blow up to some random workers.
as you say that, like just one of them just like quickly shifts back to their work, just like, but the other one just like kind of stops folding for a
It's so
second.
fucking rude.
There you go. You're at the office and you hear just like inside, just someone just muttering to himself, like writing. The door's kind of halfway open and there's like a desk lamp. On the front of the door, it says, head of laundry, Rodolphus Castor.
So we go in there and we're just going to ask.
right as Quinn starts to talk. Amelia just knocks on the door really rapidly and then takes a step back behind both her and Odette.
Okay, or we can just do that.
Sorry, panicked.
It's okay, it happens. Quinn goes to open the door because this is already like kind of correct. He's like, "Hello, Adolphus, Sir, Mr. Adolphus, is that your name?"
Come in, come in. Yeah.
Hello.
Can I help you?
Hi. Yes, actually, hopefully.
What is it? Oh, there's more of you. Is there something that you need?
Yeah, actually, we're students. We're part of the faculty and me club, and we're actually tasked by the headmistress herself, to, you know, to come to faculty and me. It's like a new initiative. They want the students to get familiar with, you know, the goings on of the castle. You know, with Parents' Day going. You know, it's kind of a learning experience. We're not allowed to touch things, but we're allowed to like educate ourselves.
To disturb
anyway.
our work, I see.
No. I mean, I don't know, honestly, but we were just told to come ask about if there's any updates on the delivery of the new uniforms.
Is that what you're wearing, the uniforms?
Yeah. You know, there's a, you know, the issue with the scorched ones.
The scorched one. The scorched ones
she,
again? I told her one more time, it was not our fault that certain uniforms were scorched. Then the next delivery will only come in at the end of the week. We will just have to live with the scorched uniforms. You all seem to have clean uniforms yourself. Can we not just give those to the ones who are facing the students and the teachers, so that way it looks all good for Miss have to be right always at the same time? Head of staff.
Got the tea.
I know, right? Well, I mean, we're just, you know, here to just get information. That's all. Well, and if you don't mind me asking, what actually happened? How did they get scorched?
That's something that we have Professor Iron Grip helping with the machines. Apparently, two of the workers over there kind of said that the machines were acting in and out, and actually scorched the clothes instead of drying them. Well, a couple of them got hurt that way, but I've never seen the machines actually do that. You know, these are old machines. They haven't had a chance to get like a little bit of fine care, you know, fine tuning in a couple of years.
And he said the professor was helping fix them.
Yes, he was busy helping Professor Blackwood with his the runic charms on his wheels, so he hasn't come down yet to fix it yet. But to check over the machines yet, Professor Blackwood's wheelchair was working fine until this morning, and then Professor Iron Grip was supposed to come down here and fix these dryers, according to the two workers, saying that I think machine 3, 4, I don't know which numbers, I think those 3 were the ones that were not working, but he was too busy helping with that to come and fix it for today. So that's why we haven't put anything in those machines for now. And for you students, please don't go near them. If they can scorch clothes, I worry about students, so be careful. And then you see like a stack of papers kind of like falling, tipping over, and he just puts a hand to kind of stop it. I do have quite a lot of paperwork to go to. Is there any other questions, or what is it that your faculty and me require of us, laundry department, to help you with?
Oh no, you should probably. I think you're gonna get like a scroll or something from one of our teachers, just to prove that we did come in to, and you know, educate ourselves on what happened.
Okay, and he kind of grabs like 1, 2, 3, 4. Grabs 1, 2, 3, and then like grabs like 3 sheets of paper and just pretty much does like a long signature across 3 papers. He's like, I don't know, right? What you need? There's my signature.
Could we get an extra one just in case? What if I spill something on this one?
You can write whatever you want on it, so. Yes, fine. And he just scribbles, and pretty much if you put all 3 pages together, it has like his long signature and then like a shorter signature and like a 4th one. He's like, be careful of the machines. Are you just scanning? Do you want someone to assign you?
Oh no.
Oh no, that.
No? Okay, there has to be someone to make sure that you don't just supervise. You can ask oh my goodness, he's a new kid. What is his name? Tarek? Merrick? Ick? It ends with ick. Guess, and the one over there, he can help you with finding certain things. Okay, if there's nothing else, if there's no other questions, be on your way.
Store the clean uniforms at.
Over there, you can see all of them. They're not really stored for too long, as they're usually sent up as immediately after. But he points to the other end of the room, where you can see like all the clothing is stacked into shelves of like that, organized by location of the different rooms and castle locations, tower A, B, C, like that. And he just like, just make sure to not touch it. They're clean.
Hey, I think that's where we'll start. And Amelia just kind of looks at Odette and Quinn and gives them like, can we go now? Vibes.
Yes, let's go. We definitely can start right there. I think that's perfect.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for
Mr. Adolphus.
All right. Close the door. I mean, actually, no, I'll close it. And the room is only the size of his desk. And the desk kind of stops the door from closing all the way. So you just see him like close it to right where it like hits the edge of the desk. And he's like, it's closed, it's fine. And then he just goes back to work.
Going over to where the uniforms are, I just want to see if I can find like the smallest possible uniform that they have in stock to see if Cora can like walk around with us again.
Hey, give me a what would this be?
And I would obviously unbutton my uniform a little bit, enough for Cora to peeking over my shoulder and also looking for, looking like a conjoined twin head. Just kind of
I will say, since this is for disguises, this can be a flight instead of brains.
So who's rolling?
Amelia, because Amelia's searching for something.
Gotcha.
Ooh, Cora might want to roll too.
Could I also cast a spell on one of the like shirts if they don't?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe like something that would tailor it to be a little smaller.
Sure, Cora, you find one that would fit Odette, who is 5 feet, but not as tight, like as perfect as it would fit for our precious Cora. You find that immediately from, like, imagine if there was a rank, like sized by size, the uniform section. Amelia's kind of looking at the top, but Cora from the bottom, just like, oh, got it. And for you, Odette, that would be a subtle mending. So that could be either charisma or flight.
Charm.
It's the same thing.
I always want to make sure, because I feel like they in my brain are two different things, but I like technically are they
you're
the same
fine.
thing?
I have to update this flip book anyway. I always see it because I don't know why I put it up there. Now it's there forever, and every time I see it, I'm like, charisma, but it's charm.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh,
I got A 14.
Yeah, explain what you did to what Cora just found right here. And then Quinn, give me a brains check while they explain.
I will do that.
I would like gently take the shirt and like help Cora put it, like slide it on and stuff over her stuff, and then like follow all the seams with my wand. And as it does it, it'd be like it's sewing it and making it tighter.
Oh,
So I just follow along until all of the seams are tighter and fit her better, so it's not just hanging off of her.
I don't know if it's because I'm a grandma now, but that's the type of magic I want to see.
Yes.
Because I love it.
I got you, Grandma Moz.
Oh, so good. Cora, the uniform kind of, fits just as it described. Quinn, with a 10, the one person who did not back away from Amelia's little burst is walking towards you all from behind.
I missed the beginning of that. I couldn't hear you.
Quinn, from the one person that didn't back off from Amelia's burst, like what they said earlier, who wasn't intimidated, is walking towards you all. Their face is like completely annoyed, and their sleeves are not burnt.
Does Amelia notice that this person is talking?
It's only Quinn that does.
Looks like we've got company, and I don't think he's going to be too excited about anything we're doing.
Amelia turns and clocks who it is and immediately grabs like 2 of the uniform tops in front of her and shoves it on her back to make her look like she's hunchback still.
What are you children doing in here?
Oh, sorry. We're part of the faculty and me club.
They were just
They
had to help me with my hump.
We just spoke to Rodolphus about
Yeah, look, I'm going to show them the papers. We have the papers signed by him and everything.
This says nothing.
Yeah, he gave us permission. He knows about it.
Does it not mean nothing if the paper has his signature on it?
There's nothing on it.
I don't like that very much. He gave us permission himself.
Yeah, ask him.
Do you want to make him mad? He's in such a good mood today.
What's your name? We were supposed to be looking for somebody. What's your name? Ick?
He's Ick?
Derek?
That's what he said.
Eric?
Ick?
Yeah, he said it sounds like an ick.
No, that's Eric right there. And he points to the other folding worker with the scorched sleeves. And he's just like, let me talk to Rodolphus. And
you know what? I appreciate
kind of pushes down his sleeves and just starts walking to the office.
Can I try to interject before he leaves? I just Quinn is like, I appreciate how much you put into this place. Like it obviously shows that you enjoy what you're doing, or you respect what you're doing, and I appreciate that. You see what Eric's doing right there? He's not even being a good mentor right now, and he's supposed to be watching us, right? And look at you. You're taking responsibility, and I admire that. I really do. I'm gonna make sure Rodolphus knows that you helped us a lot more than Eric did today.
Rodolphus doesn't know shit.
And that's why we need people like you right here.
So what do you know?
Me? My name's Quinn. You've probably seen a lot of my clothes down here. Actually, I've brought more. And I thought it'd be great to see what happens when I sent, to learn about that. You guys put so much care into it. I love every bit of it. Just wanted to see where the magic happens. So to say.
So to say. Okay.
Sorry,
Let me check in
what
with
was your-
Rodolphus.
Okay, Tors. Thank you.
And
I didn't know Odette was gonna have the temper of me as a child, but I can feel it, and I'm gonna fight a grown adult.
When you are a snake charmer, I swear.
Love it.
You could talk a fish out of water, I swear.
Me and Shawnee were about to gaslight the fuck out of that guy.
And you just great job. Here.
Like growling pigs. So it's me and
your guard dogs.
like people.
Uh,
Didn't like your vibe at first. I'm just a thing.
Where are we going next? And who was watching that guy walk away?
I was definitely watching. Okay, so I don't know how
Probably
much time I've got left, but
Okay, Odette and
How many faculty are in the room around us? Would you like for me to make a check to see if I can see?
well, it's the same. The three.
Okay, just the 3.
And Rodolphus in his room.
I think that we should talk to somebody whose uniform is scorched.
That's Eric. He's like right, literally right down right there. And the ones who are watching him go away, Quinn, give me a brains check, please. Eric at the end, you can see like the scorch marks. He's the one, he's just like folding large sheets. He has not looked up once to anything. He's just moving like this, and you can hear like the sheets flip-flopping. Quinn, as you all are walking towards Eric, the man doesn't go to Rodolphus' office, but goes to the woman that was the other side that backed away from Amelia's outburst. And you see the man kind of tilt down and whisper something in her ear, and you see her like listening in, kind of look over at the group, nod, like whisper. And they do this like both at the same time, this little like hand gesture, like that up on their chin. And as he turns around to walk towards Rodolphus' office, he kind of pushes his sleeves down, and you see 2 rings of black around his wrists. And he catches an eye with you as he goes into Rodolphus' office. And it doesn't look kind. It just looks like, And then he opens the door, and you just hear Rodolphus' voice. He goes, "What is it?" And the muttering goes. As you get closer to Eric, you just hear a little hum that he's like, as he's like humming to himself.
Is that the Six Flags tone?
that's what I was thinking.
What's what I'm doing, guys?
What?
I was like, I know this.
Doing the same head bob Moz while you were singing.
My head's just full of vocal stems, y'all.
I've been stuck on the pin. It's whenever we approach Eric, do we see the same ring tattoos of the tree on him as well?
Nope.
Eric. Are you Ick?
There's just
Are you Eric?
eyes staring at this man, and he's just trying to work.
Excuse me. Mr.
Oh,
Ick.
sorry. Yeah.
Teenage girls too.
Excuse me, Mr. Ick. Rodolphus sent us to you. There's,
Yeah, it's Eric. Yeah. Well, how can I help you? Why? What? I don't think you should be in here. I don't think they let kids back here though.
Yeah, faculty and friends club. Faculty and
oh.
sorry, faculty and me club.
Oh, I've never heard of that even when I was in school. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a new thing.
We have permission slips, and Amelia we just pull it out and then quickly put it back away.
What is it you need? What do you need me to help you with something?
Yeah, why's your uniform so dirty?
Yeah,
I don't know. Some of them were like scorched up when I came into work today, and then he like takes the other like little headphone out of his other ear and just like, they just said that this is what we had to wear, and then the ones I put in for laundry were disappeared.
Crazy. It's disappeared.
So crazy. You probably shouldn't have headphones on. It's kind of a safety violation. What if
I'll call OSHA.
What if OSHA were to see you with those headphones?
It's WOSHA.
Is the faculty and me mean that you work for Rodolphus?
Stop. I need the Shrek thing now. What did they call it? I've got a note out.
I love this ambience of the people in the background. It's just like, this is a very lively workplace.
This is not what I signed up for.
Like I can imagine Quinn just like looking at it and just like, this is very interesting, actually.
Yeah, you see a couple different other like passageways. You see the mirror that brought you here, and you hear what like faint sounds of like other departments, like the cleaning departments and things like talking, and like the walls aren't fully to the ceiling. You can see like little gaps where the other departments could be on the other side.
Quinn's gonna like be like mesmerized by it for a second before like kind of snapping, and then just like goes to the group and informs them about what she was seeing. Yeah, and I don't know, but I think we need to, whatever we're gonna do, we need to put a little haste on it, because I don't think we're gonna have too many friends here in a few. Seems like there's a lot more going on here than we may have thought.
Probably best to leave and regroup.
Yeah.
I am also with that. This is a good reconnaissance. I think we could definitely.
I feel like that on that note, Amelia would just kind of like slowly start very tiny back away steps from the room. Like, we were never here. You don't see us leaving.
Keeping the uniforms.
Good point.
Where are you kids going?
We actually have to get back. We have a class.
The two workers come like towards you all. I was like, I thought you had, what was it called again?
We did, but this was just an introduction day, so we were just seeing everything before. But we have to go back to class now.
We have an observe and report, if you will.
Yeah.
We observed, and now it's time for the report.
We gotta write a report on it.
The what is it? The other lady kind of walks, was like, maybe we can help you with that report, because this doesn't seem like, you have a lot of information, you just can't got here.
Be surprised. Do you want me to start talking about laundry detergents and different soaps that we would like to use? Because there's so many that I could continue to talk about, but I am afraid it would take up too much of your time. And I know that this is your job.
Time is fine. We have time.
Well,
we have time.
If you have time, Amelia would just like lean forward and slightly like awe and like notice their tattoos and say, "Where did you get your runic tattoos?"
Really big into runic, like body art.
Someone I'm older.
Oh, I see. Well,
Like,
we
she
can chat
talks
about it
a
over here.
lot.
We have some we have a break room over there that we can go over and talk about.
Oh no, we can't do that.
Well,
We're
this
not
is
allowed
a
to
funny
interrupt your
drunken
day.
story. Oh no, Rodolphus told us to
Yeah.
give you as much as attention as possible.
See, which is so funny because we just talked to him. But
He
also,
told me about
which
the
you want
faculty
to
and me
be,
program. So, you know, faculty.
we are heading
me.
to
Really-
Professor
really quickly.
Harkness's room. Do you want to
Really-
deal with Professor Harkness?
Sure.
Really,
And she can explain to me what the faculty and me program is.
Of course.
Come on,
Really
really,
will.
wait, really quickly, I would like to interject before we do that. While they're kind of all arguing, Amelia would like to sneak off ahead to the break room if possible. Would you like me to make any check to do that?
You are pretty much in a group, and then these two adults are kind of blocking the doors to sneak off. You can
Necessarily
try
sneak.
to flight, but it will be a high DC because they are all like looking at you, and you also kind of noted their tattoo, so it's kind of
I got
you can
Let me-
try, but
Let me rephrase. So as Paige and everybody and Quinn are kind of going back and forth about Professor Harkness and it's getting kind of loud and elevated, I'm just going to kind of like sidestep quietly back behind them and let them kind of get louder and louder and just kind of keep stepping back away from the altercation. Don't you roll that hidden check. Don't you roll that hidden check.
Oh, that's a hidden
can I get a
check.
flight?
My heartbeat says no. That's not good. That's
Oh,
not
no.
great. That's not great.
It's not.
That's really bad.
Oh,
You hear a quick whistle in the air as the man, the faculty member, just kind of that's just like, well, let's do some talking then. Come on,
I was already
the
going to
break room. Good. Let's walk. All of you now.
Lane.
And the employee that he was talking to kind of comes behind you all and says, "Come on, children, let's go chatting."
Amelia would
Oh.
like to walk by Odette and would like to very, very quietly lean over and whisper in her ear, "Can you free Regulus now?"
I can't do that.
And just lean back and pretend she didn't say anything and keep walking.
I can't do that. I mean, that's too much danger it puts us in.
All right, children. They usher you into this small, different, like break room. It's kind of very boring, you know, counter, snacks, table. But as they go in, the male attendant kind of goes around and pulls down the blinds, and the woman behind you kind of close the door. So, what is it that you are looking for faculty and me? Questions were we looking for here?
Before we get started, we could all use some tea. And Amelia goes to the counters and starts preparing tea.
Give me a brains check, or no, grit. I need everybody to actually roll me a grit. But as Amelia's trying to look through something, okay, you definitely find tea. If is that your grit check or your brains? I can't remember. Sorry.
That's my grit. The 10 is my grit.
Amazing. Only Amelia is steeled. They walk in, you see Amelia, everyone just sees her immediately turn to the counter and start making tea and hear the clamoring. Everyone else, however, you can feel the nervousness kind of racking up.
Well,
Is anybody watching me make tea right now?
I think
Much the other two, they just see you. It's a small room, so they just see you like go towards it, like.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
They just see
take
you
my-
like go over there. Yeah.
I'm going to stand at this counter and take my sweetest of sweet time making this tea. I'm going somewhere with this, just so you're tracking. Odette, Quinn,
That's amazing.
please carry
Oh.
the scene.
But for everybody else, the sweat on your palms is a little thicker. The tremor in your voice is growing as two of them kind of peer at you for a second. So what were we asking Eric about? Yeah.
Eric.
What were you asking about?
Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, we were wondering why he didn't introduce himself to us, since he was supposed to be walking us around, showing us stuff.
Oh. And he was made aware of the faculty and me program.
I swear to God, if you don't stop saying that in character, we're gonna fight after this.
I'm ready to fight. I'm ready
Odette,
to
with the
fist fight
3,
a
your
couple
grit is
adults.
so low. Like you,
I don't even care.
pretty much as you say it, it's like, why didn't you go ask him? And it comes out in a tremor.
She just has
And
one bead of sweat rolling down the side of her forehead. Go ask him.
and
I
he
don't even
looks
care.
at you and just says, "I've asked Rodolphus, and he said that you were sent to go ask him, so he doesn't know of this program until today."
First day, which is why we were saying we should just observe and report, you know. The headmistress told us to look around, get information that we can learn about this, and then write a report on it. And it's all we're going to do today. And as I said before, I think you guys are doing an amazing job. This is all brand new to me. I didn't know so much work went into it.
Of course. The castle runs on threads that pull together a weave. That's how we've all been taught. We've all been Sassine students one day, once long ago. And if you are smart enough to know the difference, you would know it takes all of us to, run this grand castle.
This is the type of information that we need for this faculty and me program, because being a person who loves fashion, who loves clothes of all kinds, I've only had my clothes clean, and I know you guys seen so much of my stuff down here, and again, phenomenal work. But I just wanted to see for myself, and I grown to love it so much more. So I get it, we're a stitch. We come together, we make ourselves stronger, So thank you again.
Like,
Mom? Yeah, do you feel like everybody's in a pretty in-depth conversation between the 4 of them?
I would say it's not in depth. It's more like you're in an interrogation room, and it feels like that tension where all the kids are kind of staring, and the adults are kind of looking at you all. But since you're kind of facing the counter, you do have that. You are holding grit better. You are withstanding it. Cora, what is Cora doing? They had a 5 in grit.
Trying not to tremble. That's what she's doing. Realizing that there isn't a whole lot that she can say to make this situation better, she's just basically sitting there, letting her friends try and talk their way back to the situation, twiddling her thumbs a little bit, maybe, you know, as she's sitting there, like her legs are rocking back and forth, she's totally not looking nervous, not at all.
Has been keeping something in her pocket for several hours now, waiting for the perfect time to use this with her friends. So she would like to, as she's making the tea, very carefully half turn her head to see where everybody in the room is at. You know, she's just kind of clinking glasses along, you know, nonstop making tea. And pulling out of her pocket the vial of potion of reverse politeness.
Yes.
Makes everybody brutally honest. And I would like to spike all of the cups, please, with an equal dose, just to, like, you know, slight pour in all
You
the
do
cups.
that?
And then
Yes.
also in my pocket, I packed a little snack napkin of cookies and treats earlier. I'd like to take those out and put those on a little plate and put them on the tray. And then I would walk back to the table with the tray in my hands, and I'm gonna just serve everybody a glass of tea, and I'm gonna put the plate of cookies in the center. And then I'm gonna grab my cup and also sit down and just like sip on it and say, back to the tattoos.
Yes, so what is your question?
I love that. All of that.
She's just gonna take a sip and say, drink, everybody, drink. I don't want tea to go cold while we're sitting here. Where did you get them? Sorry on that one.
The man in front of you grabs it, and during my time in Sassine, I didn't think these kind of clubs would exist. You all look like you won't disturb our work. Then he takes a sip. Maeve, when's the others coming? I mean, what? I didn't mean to say that.
Tattoo? Your tattoo? Where did
Tattoo?
you? Yeah, you were about to
This-
tell us where you got it? Yeah.
Is the only awarded to those of high of the order. What?
Cookie? And Amelia just shoots the plate forward a little bit.
Do we catch on to this at all?
You would have to roll.
Right at
Because
that
Amelia
point,
didn't say anything.
Amelia blurts out, I'm so nervous about being down here with all my friends. I'm so anxious about all this. Because she's also drinking the potion and spiked cup. So-
Oh, also, I just do want to note, you do only have 1 point of inspiration. Like, it doesn't, like, add up. So if you have it, you either have it or you don't. So you can use that if you wish. But Quinn, yeah, you recognize that little tremor from her voice, and it sounds familiar to when Elizabeth and Nolan were kind of fighting in class. And that little hiccup, and immediately blurting out, Quinn kind of whips their head to them and just see, like, there's something in the tea, for sure. Everyone else doesn't notice, but the one who's standing at the door, the woman hasn't drinking her tea, and she just, like, kind of, her eyes are just surprised at what this man had said, and they're just like, what are you doing? And they're like, no, they haven't come yet. What are you doing?
did you achieve to get such a beautiful tattoo?
I'm gonna pick up the cup too.
What are you kids doing here? And things you won't believe, things you won't understand, child. I can't help saying it out loud, Maeve. And Maeve's just like, what are you doing? And you just see her mouthing, just like looking to the kids like, shut up, shut up, shut up, they're not here yet. The other as he fully starts to like stop himself, like what's that Jim Carrey movie where you can't tell a lie? He's just holding his
Liar. Yes.
And Maeve like starts to pull out her wand from her sleeve. And just like mutters in that way.
Can Quinn jump? Quinn's gonna try to jump. I was thinking about doing this earlier before I knew this was gonna happen, but I was gonna try to see if Quinn can like teleport them out of there with shadows. But I didn't know this was gonna turn out like this.
Yeah, you can always do stuff like that, no worries. If that's still something Quinn wants to do. It's just, you have to understand, like, your first years and the magic you've learned, you can say, like, the spell, and I just put the DC depending on how many, like, years of study you've had, and it might be, like, if the spell is really hard to do, and that's why it might have a high DC. But this man is just muttering, like, what? And he, like, looks to you, Amelia, and it's like, why do you want to know?
Tattoos, and I can't wait to have so many of them that you can't even see my skin anymore. And she holds both of her hands up over her mouth to like, because that was her being like so brutally honest about it. So, and she just sets her cup down and slides it forward, like she realizes maybe I drank a little too much of this tea.
He clocks that immediately, and he kind of throws the tea out of his hand onto the ground and kind of like jumps out of his seat. But Maeve at the door doesn't recognize anything. She just pulls out her wand and casts a spell, really like whips, and you just see his mouth immediately like zip up. And she turns to all of you. What did you do?
That's enough faculty in me today. You guys are
We should definitely leave.
The door like knocks, and you see a couple like shadowy figures in the like the frame as it opens, and in walks 2 or 3 members with like clean sleeves, and Maeve just mutters to them. They've
Who's
seen
gonna
too
get up?
much.
no.
The 2 members kind of look in, see the man with like his mouth kind of closed, and they just and whip out their wands and turn to the laundry and find the dirty pile of laundry and cast like a quick spell, and you start hearing like buzzing sounds kind of fill the room. These large, like if you they look like spindly dragons with a horn, and they start growing in shape from the clothing, and their wings are of just bone. They start like crawling up the walls like salamanders with twisty tails, and their eyes are like almost opaque, and they start at you. From the doorway, you see two of them. Maeve runs to the man who has his mouth closed, pulls him out, and pulls him out of the room. And you see on her, she just looks at all of you. He said too much. This is not how we saw the return. Now. And the two members immediately say, Ortis Messor, and all of them make that same flick of their chin, pull the man out of the room, and Maeve just turns and closes the door with you and these two creatures. They start hissing around you and crawling on the walls, and you see like little sharp teeth and what looks to be like very pointed little scales protruding out.
Okay.
This
is enough. Okay. We need to find an exit strategy right now.
Right now.
Quinn's gonna keep her eye on them as they're moving about. She's gonna ready her wand.
Is also gonna get her wand ready.
Thermophora.
She's also trying to call for Nyx at this point in anticipation of anything happening.
Odette's been kind of holding her wand since the altercation started.
Little growls come from all of them. As they scramble up the walls, you see that they move in like three parts, like a bug does, with like their head, thorax, knees, and toes. I don't know the parts of a bug. As it like flexes in and out, and they circle around you four.
To like it's like a really thick bubble chill. Yeah. Maybe astral bending. I think of like what class it would be. She could have learned something like this, and maybe magical combat and defense.
Okay. Definitely this would be more closer to defense. But if it's like a celestial kind of support, then we can do astral bending.
No, I was just trying to go through the classes quickly to see what one would fit better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can roll a flight check.
Mm-hmm. Or brawn, I think, if you want to like withstand or like make a very strong shield.
Can I help with it? Can Quinn help with it to strengthen it?
So just tell me how many adversity tokens.
Or for us to both do it, could Amelia just look at Quinn and be like, you know, their friendship telekinesis to like sense that we needed to like put a shield up and then like lock wrists, like really like bro style.
Oh, yes.
I thought that was going to be your explanation for loyal for a second. I was like, okay, this doesn't work.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Telekinesis loyalty.
Telekinesis loyalty, baby. That's what we're doing. But Quinn does have Guardian, so.
What is Guardian
that
again?
It says when defending another player or an NPC, always roll both your stat die and the magic die, then add them together. Even if you're not using magic to do it, if your check fails, you may re-roll the magic die.
Dang, okay. But you don't have to constantly re-roll the magic die, right?
Right? No.
Okay.
I think you only re-roll it once.
Okay.
So would I just be doing bronze? Because I was thinking that Quinn would just help strengthen it.
Yeah, that's magical defense as well.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, if you're both doing like 2 parts of this. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I rolled a fight check for Quinn to roll a brawn check then.
Awesome.
So re-rolling.
My check wasn't great.
Okay. No pressure. I'm trying to see which one of my dice was. I'm sorry. 2 and a 4. The DC was, so I don't know if I need a reroll.
The 8, was that the... Sorry.
That's what I got, but it says if I fail the check, then reroll the magic die. So I don't know what the check was.
Oh, for this spell work, it would be something that you've started working on in class, but nothing that like you've fully brought on. Professor Arcadia has taught you some things. But for the type of group shield that you're trying to do, it has a lot of strength that needs to be put into it. The check is for a 10. So you can redo this as a guardian. Redo the, what's it called, the magic.
So to make it work. Because that's my character's favorite class.
It's actually worse.
Combat.
So.
You didn't fail at making this spell. It just a weakened form of the spell pours out of your wands. Both you and Amelia kind of pointing around you, this bubble shapes around all 3 of you. And these corpse wings kind of flitter in and out around the walls and start licking at the magic near you all. And will attack, but as they try to, this soft little bubble kind of forms in between you all. It looks like it could withstand maybe 1, 2, 3 hits, maybe max, but that's how much power it has and nothing more.
It's gonna hold for very long, guys. We need a plan and something quick.
Try to help strengthen it somehow? Make it stronger? Maybe so that we can move while still being in it?
Oh, that's good.
The shield that you've created is kind of around you. It's not like a wearable thing, because it would be like people would be moving in different ways, you know? So if that's something that you're trying to do, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I just meant like all of us moving collectively as a group so that we're all in it. So
Yeah.
It is. and like maybe trying to walk out the door and figure a way out while still surrounded, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there are the two corpse wings are at the door.
We, as a class, have learned any offensive spells yet?
Yep. Is there any in mind that you can envision?
The one that I was thinking of was just kind of like just like shooting like a lightning bolt out of a wand, like just summoning like a bunch of energy that may just look like a lightning bolt. That it's kind of like a projectile spell.
Okay, so this could be harder to do as a first year. Like you might have a couple of classes, so the DC might be a little slightly higher than to get like a sharp lightning. Like imagine, I don't know, keep thinking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. You get firebending, and to do lightning, you need a little bit more advanced stuff. But you have learned this. You can do a fight check for this, please. One of the creatures, however, is going to try and hit the what's it called? The shield really quick as it kind of curls around. Yes. It just quickly where is my die? It hits it, and you see it kind of like chip away.
And so we need to try to think of a plan now, please.
Amelia would like to look around the room and see if there's any other exit other than just the main door that they see.
No, just the break room door that you came in. Wood?
Cast something to warp the wood around the door and completely just make it fall open.
Yeah. How would you warp the door though? What is it, like an attack spell? Yeah, that would be an attack spell, right?
Yeah, I think it would be like a fight, but it would be me basically like
I feel like that what you would learn that
magical
combat and
energy
defense
into the surrounding door area while trying to pull it so that it just falls, like if somebody kicked it.
Oh yeah, that would be fight.
Okay.
And magical combat and defense is your favorite class, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Got a 13.
Yeah, tell me how this happens and paint me this picture.
She is gonna pull her wand out and kind of outline the shape of the door as the tip of it starts to glow orange, specifically because I feel like since it's damaging, it's not a soft color like it would be when she was growing plants. So like it starts making like awful wood creaking noises because it's being stretched and basically ripped apart from the grain to make the door fall off its hinges.
It falls off and lands, marks all around it. And you see Maeve and the three other ones kind of waiting. Doesn't look like they're gonna leave out of here without. You just hear them kind of mutter and scream out, Umbro can't stay here forever. And they motion to all of them, and you see Eric in the back just like muttering and like walking into you. He's like, what are you all doing? And immediately the two other people like grab Eric, put their hands over Eric, and the three members shoot out sparks on the laundry around them, and they start running from the office outside the break room. You just see them heading straight to the mirror, with Eric just like, and the little sparks that are put on the laundry start to build up outside the break room. The two corpse wings attack again on the shield, and they both succeed. The shield breaks down, like little flecks of glass shimmering around them.
Wait, I have a quick question.
So sorry. One more thing, and then Cora's
sorry.
lightning bolt comes out of this wand. And where are you aiming for?
Probably one of the corpse wings.
Anything specific? They are very long, so they're just like salamanders. Anything?
So let's aim for the face.
Right in the face.
Can someone give me like a brains or a flight check? Anyone whose favorite class would be rituals and evocation, cryptozoology.
I also have cryptozoology.
It's like an 18.
Cora, this corpse wing moves around with three body parts that are moving and flexing together. And the with this incredible check, the corpse wing has that you've noticed. This corpse wing has three breakable parts.
And which are those?
The neck, the wing, the tail. Every bit of your lightning that went to that head bounced off, but as that spark comes off, you can see where the hardened layer kind of connects to softer tissue in the neck. The hard bones of the structure of the wing, you can see like where the soft tissue is, where the wing kind of connects, that like where it flexes, and where the tail is whipping around in little coils. Those coils cannot turn in twists and curves without soft tissue. All breakable, weak points.
This information would call out to her friends. Like, if we a couple parts, just aim for their neck and their wings and their tail, and we might be able to get out of here.
It's going to attack the nearest person, that is Quinn.
I knew it.
It takes out its mouth, like it opens its mouth real wide as if it like unhinges those like pointy teeth, and slashes its claw at you for a double attack. Could you roll a flight check? I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I was gonna say, am I able to block this?
Mm-hmm. Give me a flight check.
Okay. Oh no. You failed me.
It slashes you immediately for one mark of injured. I I think if you click your icon on alchemy, it will on the injured section, you can click it. The second corpse wing is going to open its mouth, and you see like green rancid breath that's just filtering out, and the liquid that the guy like tossed down from the tea just turning rancid. You can smell it just dying, turning from nice tea to pretty much something that has been sitting for 60 days. And it's going to try to go for let me see. That would be Amelia.
That's kind of rude. We started like moving yet?
The outside of this room, the flames are growing from like laundry pile to laundry.
I would like to take my wand and try to fling some of the burning, flaming clothes at them.
So you're trying to aim for the flaming clothes in the other room to come back into this room to hit the corpse.
That there were two separate rooms. I thought it was like a large room around us. My apologies.
No. Imagine the laundry room with all the laundry, and then the break room. You guys are in the break room. Maeve took everybody out, and they were waiting outside the door. Odette opened that door. They saw what happened, and they lit the laundry outside and ran away. So you have the two corpse wings
And a
and the
fire
laundry outside.
to get there. Awesome. Cool. I guess as it like comes at me to bite, I would just like to
You have to do flight to defend, or they meet teeth on teeth, claw on claw to you. Exact same check, exact same number. But since they do meet that number, you feel a gash from their tail hit you. And Mark, pretty much a tail like it grabs you and whips you down to the ground. And you feel like a pop in your ankle as you are injured for one, Mark. The creatures start like slithering around and around, and the gas that's kind of like coming out of the one corpse ring makes it almost smell like it's just necrotic damage, just like filling the room.
Can Quinn try?
Sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Have the dragons moved away from the doorway since they're
like
slithering around?
Sure. Yeah, they're like one's in front of y'all, the one who just attacked Amelia, and the other one's like on the ceiling, like away from the door.
I know I keep asking about the material. What is the floor made out of? Is it also wood?
Tile.
Tile?
Yeah.
I try, for some reason I'm always like messing with elements of things, so I try to see, I'm trying to use the environment. Could I?
And definitely Cora, if there's anything, please feel free to let me know.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure if this was like gonna be like turn-based combat, so I've been like holding
No,
on to my
I'm trying
idea for a
to.
second.
I'm trying to do like shared initiative, and I'm planning it out. I'm not good at this yet, but the corpse wings will share initiative, and then Amelia and Quinn have one, and Cora and Odette will go. So that way you can coordinate attacks together if you wish. I'm trying to test things out though.
Okay. So I had an idea for a spell that would essentially just create a hole in the wall and allowing us at least a temporary means of escape.
Well, it could be either blasting with like magical, like fight, or
I was thinking more like a
artificery
temporary
could
hole.
be too.
Yeah.
Temporary hole like a portal hole? That'll be astral bending,
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, like it would, yeah. And like I'm just like I'm trying to figure out how to like picture it. Like the closest thing I can think of to describe it like visually is like a portal. But it would just be like temporarily taking out a piece of the wall and then putting it back.
Definitely astral bending then. So that would be grit or brawn.
Just gonna make the fire worse.
Bro, that is just such a bad roll.
You're okay. The wall does start to bend, and you see this shape form, and it looks like light is peering through. However, the size is only Cora shaped.
Go. Help. I can't look at this. I get help.
Okay, you're brave.
You can go. You can make this. You can get help. And we'll just.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. We always figure a way out.
First with these big old like sad eyes, like on the verge of tears, doesn't want to leave her friends, and she just kind of like grits her teeth, clenches her fists, and makes a dash through the hole in an attempt to run and get help.
Let me see if the corpse wings will do an opportunity attack. 1 second.
Help. You try to make the whole bigger, and me and Plan can try to spin the corpse wings off.
No,
The
I'm
corpse wing
concentrating. I
tries
have
to
to
go.
help.
Yeah, the corpse wings try to go for all of your clutter together. So seeing one person kind of veer off, and these long spindly things immediately turn to hit Cora. Again, they have a wing, a claw, a tail, a wing, and they can multi-attack. So they try to, they can bite, they can use their tail, or they can use their claw. So they just try to go for 2 attacks on Cora, and 1. Can you give me a flight check, please, Cora?
Going for Cora.
Yeah, I was
I
going
would
to
like
say.
to dive in front of the hole. I would like to just dive into the attack.
I was gonna ask, since Cora and I have the same initiative, do I go right after her?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I want to cast something to rip the tiles off the floor and fling them towards the dragon, the closest dragon that's attacking Cora. I
Yeah,
want
just the one that was
like
in front of you.
shuriken, like straight
Got
all
it.
of them at every weak point.
Amelia, you jump in front as well. Is that what's happening? And the tiles too?
Okay, well,
Just want to confirm.
After reaction page, do you feel like you being able to do those tiles would be quicker? I feel like no. I feel like Amelia's reaction would be to just like stop the wings corpse from getting Cora, so that Cora could go to get us help. So yeah, I feel like Amelia would still just be trying to like, not my friend. Yeet.
Okay. Can I get a what was it again? Paige?
Fight check.
Yeah. Give me a fight. And tell me what you're aiming for.
I'm aiming for every piece of flesh on that fucking dragon.
Give me 1.
Let's go for whatever its weak point is between its body and its head.
The neck.
Go for the neck.
That's the neck.
Neck, like the skinny part right above where it would sever it from legs to front.
Well,
Like,
the
cut it
3
in
weak
half.
points were that they said. The Amelia, you fall down. Can I get a grit check, please? Just to make sure.
I would use more points if I need to if that's not enough.
I use no points. I fall. I die to the wings corpse.
Oh my god.
Stop.
It's been nice knowing my friends. Please tell Cora I died for her.
It goes for a bite attack at Cora. The tiles below, I'm imagining them just going up to cut this creature.
I'm flinging it like a shuriken.
Yeah. And as it tries to grab at the air, right where Cora's hand would be for an injure, the tiles pierce through its neck, and you just see it, like the opaque eyes just widen as it and green liquid starts pouring out. However, as these tiles came up and Amelia's loyalty and bravery kind of goes in all their reaction, they are right in the pathway of its claw attack. You have the condition brave, and you also get marked for 1 injure.
I'm in danger.
How many injury points can we have?
3.
Do you want to do the math on what I have right now?
Yeah, on alchemy you can see, like, if I show y'all, all the trackers are there, and you can see everything. Up next is the Quinn and Amelia. So if you click on a player, I don't know if you can see this on here. Nope. If you do view, nope. How do I do this? Oh, if you click on your player icon in the middle center, you see like the trackers on the right side. You see Hax has 3 little blips that you can do. 1, 2, 3. Unconscious has 1. Scorch marks have 3, and then you can do the same with like injured, like that. That way you can keep track. Hexed. That.
So the one thing they just hit, was that furthest away from the door?
That was one in front of y'all. The other one is up there on the ceiling.
On the ceiling. Okay.
Is the one we just hit still moving?
Its neck has fully come off its body.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I missed that.
Good, that's your thing.
Yep, that was a great roll. They rolled not well for
I
that.
love that. Okay.
Yeah, 1 down, 2 to go.
Since the other one's on the ceiling, Quinn's gonna try to revisit that lucky streak she had in shadow bending, and she's gonna try to see if she can basically trap it on the ceiling and just like essentially use it to like smush it, to like just basically compress on it.
Oh.
Push
So
that thing like a bug.
yeah, I I will say this is a brawn check.
Okay.
Because Temple Shadow Magic is either flight or brawn, based on how it's worked, and brawn to use that shadow. Of course, there's other classes you can use, but if this is how you want to do that, it would be brawn.
Okay. Would I be able to use Guardian with this? Just a question. No, it's fine.
How was it used again? What was the thing? In defense of somebody, though?
Defense of any player in PC, you roll the check and you roll a magic die, even if I'm not using magic.
Sure. I would just say, like, how are you being a guardian?
Because they're.
I'm pretty freaking hurt right now.
Yeah,
I know, but like right now, you have to understand. It's like you're standing, and I just need.
I'm trying to keep it entrapped where it is, while we're slowly moving from the door. And since they are closer to it, they're all in front of me mostly. I'm going to prevent it from jumping from the ceiling towards them. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this and make sure I roll the right thing. Okay.
My dice need to like pick up. Why are you there forever?
An 8.
You're able to form that shadow around it, but it doesn't pull it in up to the ceiling. You just hear it screech just very loudly, just like as if it's being caged or like chains are being pulled around it, but it breaks through and just starts, like you can see puffs of gas coming out to try to get this noxious fume out. You can feel the power coming from your wand as if it's like as if you're pushing a paper up against the ceiling, but you don't have enough force to kind of do the final squish.
Okay, so I was gonna ask, would I be able to re-roll that magic die then? So that's part of it as well.
Yep.
Wait. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, these sounds are like freaking me out.
Good.
All
Like
right,
Dragon Ball Z character.
So I'm looking at 11.
Give me what happens as the shadow kind of hold grips around its weak points, and how Quinn with their wand is killing this 𝘀🐂🐐.
So when it breaks the first time, Quinn kind of starts panicking a little bit more, and so she kind of just like looks at it, she's like kind of gathers her strength and tries it one more time, and as she does it, she flicks her wrist out of almost as if it's following in a wave of chain, like shadow chains will come out of it, and they wrap around it and just start squeezing on each section of the 𝘀🐂🐐. And Quinn's gonna like, hurry, I don't want this to get on you. And as they make it from under, she squeezes, and then you see it just twist the different sections off of the 𝘀🐂🐐.
As these two creatures kind of leak out green liquid of their blood, the hole that Cora has formed, the image, what is inside looks like a storage room, and the light from there pokes in. The fire that's kind of building in the laundry room send this like reddish light into the break room, and just you all feel like heat
like to pull my wand and just try to like start spraying water at the end of it, like they call me a fireman. That's fine.
Awesome. This is just brains. Or if you know another class, you would have learned this. Would tell me another check you would do.
Yeah.
This also could be like magical phytology. That's charm or grit.
18.
Explain to me how this happens. What does it look like?
Amelia, being very hurt and injured from trying to save her friend, stands up, tears in her eyes, pulls out her wand very dramatically and says, "Don't worry, guys. I can't save you, but I can put the fire out." And as she pulls her wand, a beautiful blue stream just kind of starts to wave out of it, and we just see steam start to roll from where the fire starts to disperse. And slowly the flames start to get smaller and smaller.
The water just like a sprinkler, just a beautiful like wash over it. Just everything becomes humid in this room full of like laundry and dryers and hot air, and that now is turned to humidity. You hear rushed voices coming through the mirror one by one. The first face you see is Professor Seraphina, her long robes, worried. A couple of the staff members, all of them in scorched uniforms, and then the headmistress crawling through the window, just stepping through the mirror, and her rushing past. As you all walk out of the break room and you see what looks to be this mark that's placed on the wall. The same mark that Rania had noted from the other week when you were all at the beach. The same mark that Amelia saw on the letters that were burned at the fireplace. And what looks to be just a phrase that's written. Honest Mesor. Headmistress 𝘊𝘁𝐶 just gasps, looks to you all in the room as Professor Seraphina rushes to all of you and grabs Amelia up into their arms. Professor Isolde Meadowgloom walks in. You see her eyeglasses like at the tip of her nose, and her red hair kind of softly curling around her ears, and she just and just runs over. As Professor 𝘊𝘁𝐶 just turns to the rest of the faculty and says, "Close down the castle." We have traitors amongst our midst. Take the children to the medical wing. And Professor Isolde just says quickly, like out loud, like, they need more than that. Look at her. Are you all right, Miss Wilds? Oh my goodness, let me see you, dear. Let me see. How are you all feeling?
Okay. Amelia just kind of stands up and tries to like brush it off, and like as she like puts pressure, like full weight on her foot, it just kind of like gives out a little bit.
Oh, it's lean on me. And Professor Isolde just says, "Allegra, what is this?" And Professor Allegra 𝘊𝘁𝐶 just helps Cora up and kind of uses her wand to start like erasing the message. But her face is wet from the water that's like filling the air. As she, like, with a blank face, Reaper rises. And that's where we'll end for today.